importance of bouncing back after what happened last week?
Yeah, definitely. I believe in more consistency. You know what I mean? Obviously, you got to show consistency throughout the season. I mean, things are going to happen. It obviously is how you respond to those things, though, as well.
What difference preparing for a team with a quarterback that can do what Kyler Murray can do?
Yeah, you have to prepare for things that you can't really prepare for, essentially. So you got to, adjust on the fly, know that things are going to happen that you can't really control, and you just get back to work. Control the things you can. Attack them a little bit differently in certain areas, but just be aware of what kind of threat he poses.
Eric, you talk about consistency. You guys started off really great last game, and then is that what you're talking about? Kind of keep that, bottle it, and put the whole thing. What do you think you guys kind of drifted off on at times last week?
Yeah, definitely. We did some good things, obviously, but it's about doing those things all the time, and not having those little lapses, and that's when we get hurt. So we gotta be consistent. We gotta come to every drive, know what we gotta do, and we gotta go ahead and handle that.
I know you guys obviously want Anthony back, but what is it like playing with Nick, and just what were your thoughts on his first season with you guys?
Nick's a smart veteran. Obviously he plays the game with a lot of passion and love. So it's fun to play with him. You know what I mean? He brings a whole different aspect to the game, obviously, but he's a good player.
Patrick Peterson is heading to face his former team. What was it like playing your first game with him?
It was cool, man. They didn't really throw his ball his way much, I don't think. Just being in practice with him and just being in the locker room with him throughout this course of this year, has been pretty cool. Be pretty interesting to go back, where he kind of like laid his foundation, I guess you could say.
Obviously, the familiarity with him goes both ways. With him going back, they'll be familiar with what he does well and vice versa. But as a defense, are you guys able to kind of talk to Pat about things that he's aware of with Arizona and coaching, trends or anything like that?
Yeah, definitely. The personnel, especially, obviously, he's faced some of those guys in practice and knows some of those guys. Every year is a different year. They're gonna have some looks that they probably haven't put on film yet against us, and we gotta just adjust us accordingly.
What have you noticed about his ability as a leader? I think last week he said Chris Boyd's been attached to his hip, but it seems like all the DBs in that room gravitate towards him.
Yeah, it's just the years of experience, and just the years of experience at the high level he's played at. I feel like if you're not trying to get in some information from him, or just see what his aura is about, then you're not in the right sport. You should cling on to guys like that, and he's good for the locker room, especially.
I was saying that DeAndre Hopkins is kind of the guy that invites physicality. You can't kind of play that. It's like a mental chess game, he said. Most players, you can try to be physical with them, get inside their head. How do you react when a player kind of is like that with you, and it is a chess match?
Yeah, you play chess with them. You're gonna take some wins, take some losses, I guess you could say, throughout the course of it. But it's about winning the match, essentially. I mean, I try to keep that chess reference, but it's really what football is all about. You know what I mean? You want to play against the best, you want to be the best, so that's what it takes. And sometimes you got to go against the best guys. So if you're a football player in the NFL, you want that challenge. You want that. You want to rise to that occasion. So bring it on in my eyes. As well as probably a lot of people who I play with as well.
Eric, what was that first game like for you behind Tomlinson and Pierce, now that you have that bigger front in front of you?
It was good. It was obviously our first game. A lot of things we got to correct and fix as the game goes on. But just what those guys bring to the table, and moving forward, how much we're going to learn and build off of that, it's going to be awesome.
Have you seen a defensive line rotation that was as interchangeable as they sort of were on Sunday?
You know what? Like, obviously, I feel their presence when they're in the game, but when they be switching out back and forth, all the guys are pretty disciplined and capable. So it happens pretty seamlessly, I guess, throughout the course of the game, and the coaches do a good job rotating them, keeping them fresh. So it's pretty good.
Thanks, everyone. We'll have to plan out next.